This week in auto history. And Mars, I apologize. I completely messed it up last week. And I know you do a lot of work.
We were rolling last week.
Well,
so it
we
wasn't
were.
too big a deal.
Yeah, and we're not rolling this week.
Well,
we got the roll later
We're not rolling quite as fast.
That's it. Okay, well, it's your turn.
All right.
All right, the Plymouth Super Bird was created with one job in mind, and that was to dominate NASCAR along with its older sibling, the 1969 Dodge Charger Daytona. In 1969, Dodge only had to build 500 Daytonas to be eligible for the 69 NASCAR season. But as sanctioning bodies do, they changed the rules for 1970 because of the increasing number of purpose-built race cars. This meant that Plymouth needed to build at least 1,920 Superbirds. It was based on how many dealers there were, so there had to be, the rule was one car for every 2 dealerships. Didn't matter how many it was and how it worked out. So anyway, the Hemi-powered Superbird NASCAR drivers took home 8 checkered flags in 1970, with Pete Hamilton getting the first at the Daytona 500 that year. That was followed by 5 wins by Richard Petty, and who had returned to Plymouth from Ford specifically to drive the Superbird. And then the production run for the car was short, with the first one leaving the line on October 17th, 1969, and the last on December the 15th, 1969. So they didn't make them very long. They made a lot of them, and they're out there. Then, coming into the Dodge Nitro was a compact SUV manufactured and marketed by Dodge for 2007 to 2012. Single generation. They never changed it. It was a close variant of the second generation Jeep Liberty. They both used a lot of the same body parts. Now, the Nitro debuted with the class-leading 5,000-pound towing capacity. Had a lot of features really for its time: electronic roll mitigation, traction control, airbags, a lot of things that was really good, that really put it out there, and they sold a lot of them initially. But due to declining sales, Chrysler built the 2012 Dodge Nitros for fleet market only. The final Nitro came off the assembly line December the 16th, 2011. They built 195,000 of these vehicles, and there's still some out there on the road.
God,
Now, this next one here, this is a personal favorite.
you pull up next to it and you laugh when you're at the stoplight.
Yeah.
You're going, are you kidding?
You trying to figure out what it is?
No, I know what it is, and I don't want to see it ever again.
December the 17th, 1911, a day that will live in infamy.
Infamy. Yeah.
In a maintenance experiment for road and highway maintenance that seems to me to set the standard for all future road projects all the way up to now. They took 8 miles of earth roads in Virginia's Arlington and Jefferson Road districts. They hired a patrolman to furnish a horse, a cart, some small tools, and he would drag a drag built for the road of planks, and he was required to drag the road every time it was suitable condition for dragging, usually after it rained. Now, this went on forever and ever, and the patrolman was paid $60 a month, and he got an extra $1 a day whenever he had to have 2 horses to drag the road.
Nice.
And so constantly, that's why you wonder why your highway department is still working on projects. There you go.
Now, wouldn't it be dragging your ass, though?
No, it was horses.
That was the mule.
Yeah.
That was the mule division.
Okay.
The mule division.
The first armed robbery using a getaway car.
Looks like HEB.
Oh, my God. Yeah. Right down the street.
Took place in Paris as 4 robbers of the Bonnet gang used a stolen limousine to escape after robbing a courier who was bringing cash into a bank instead of HEB. Could have been HEB. 2 men stepped out from the vehicle. They confronted the courier and his bodyguard with pistols. When they shot him when he resisted, then they stole the case with the money, and they hopped back in the car, and they raced away in the getaway car.
Right.
Now, the story continues with after several more daylight robberies, Bonnet he became one of France's most wanted criminals. On April the 28th, 1812, he was tracked down to a house. 500 armed policemen, soldiers, firemen, military engineers, and private gun owners surrounded the building. Gunshots were exchanged. Eventually, the Paris police chief ordered the front of the house to be dynamited. Bonnet was found lying barely conscious under a mattress in the rubble. Police then shot him repeatedly before the police chief shot him in the head. He was then arrested and taken to the police station where he died. And that's this week in auto history.
Dang. Talk about ending with a bang.
Yeah,
That's
there's a lot
pretty
of
much
violence
did it.
today. Wow, lots of violence.
I'm wearing
I liked it.
I'm wearing my Marlboro shirt today.
All
Just
right.
wanted to let you know that.
Violence.
I don't have the